are very important. The older we get, the more trouble we have with our feet. It's because we've been wearing the wrong shoes our whole entire life. Research is finding that the more cushion and the more support that you have in your shoes, the weaker your feet become. As we age, we want to keep our feet strong. The feet are the foundation of our body. In order to keep the feet strong, we have to cushion them less. We have to put less support. Think about it. When you break your arm and you cast your arm, and then you take the cast off, your muscles atrophy. And your muscles atrophy because you haven't really moved them and it's stuck in a cast. Well, actually, that's what we're doing with our feet when we put our shoes on and we cast our feet with a lot of cushions. Now, the muscles don't have to work. Our muscles actually atrophy as we age. I know this sounds crazy, and I know you probably think I'm out of my mind, but the research is out there. As we go on with these videos, I'll talk more about that. But what I do want to talk about today is how you can increase, again, the circulation in our feet. Our toes and the alignment of our feet and the alignment of our toes are very important for the whole foundation of the body. So we're going to start by taking the left leg, crossing it over the right. You're going to take one hand on your knee, one hand on your foot, and you're going to sit up tall with your head on your spine, exactly what we talked about in the first video. So we're not hunched over, but we're working on our posture at the same time. Go ahead and take the foot, and you're going to point the foot down and then back up. So really all you're doing is getting some flexibility in the ankle joint. Exhale on the stretch, inhale on the release. Continue to breathe as you're just getting some circulation down into the ankle. Then what I want you to do is take that hand and hold on to the ankle. So now stabilize the ankle. Take your hands just over your toes and do the same thing. Go ahead and just stretch the toes down. Exhale on the stretch. Inhale on the release. Feel a nice stretch from the top of your toes. I work with a lot of clients who can't bend their toes. Their toes won't bend. They've worn shoes their whole entire life and they stick their feet in the shoes, and then as they get older, they have arthritis in their toes and their feet and they can't bend them. Keep them bending, keep them moving. You should be able to bend them all the way down. Good. Then go ahead and take that foot and bring it up onto the tip of the chair. If you're on the chair, if you're on the floor, and then grab underneath your foot. And now what you're going to do is flex your foot all the way up and all the way down. Exhale as you stretch up. Inhale on the way down. Now we're getting circulation in that ankle joint. This is actually called dorsiflexion. Dorsiflexion is very important when we walk. If you can't dorsiflex your foot, then you waddle because you cannot get the push off from your big toe. So again, we take this for granted, but this movement is very important of our ankle joint. Now go ahead right underneath the toes and just bend the toes back. So now you're doing the opposite. You're flexing the toes back. Again, some of you might have a difficult time with this. If you want to do each individual toe, you can do each individual toe. Take your big toe. But you should be able to dorsiflex that toe. Again, it's very important in gait. When we go along with these videos, I'll talk more about that. But just for today, just start getting some circulation and movement in your toes. Now what I want you to do is flex your toes back, then flex your whole foot back. Good. Flex the toes back, and then flex the whole foot back. You should feel a nice stretch in the back of the leg. It should feel good. Again, you're going to feel this in the Achilles tendon. The tendon is what connects the leg to the foot. And release it. Then go ahead, cross your foot back over, take your two thumbs, and you're going to simply massage the bottom of your foot. This is the best part of your whole day. Again, very important. Get circulation in our feet. You should be able to move your ankles. You should be able to move your toes. You should be able to bend your toes. You don't want to cast them in your shoe and not let them work. Okay? That completes this side. Let's go ahead to the other side. Cross the right leg over. One hand on the knee, one hand on the foot. Sit up tall, head on your spine, and then go ahead and push that foot down. You might hear some cracking going on. That's good, unless there's pain. Never work into pain. If there's any pain on any of these, back off. It should feel good. A little discomfort is okay, but you don't want pain. Then go ahead, right over the toes, exhale and just flex the toes down. Again, you should be able to bend your toes down. Breathe as you're doing this. And then what I want you to do is go ahead and take that leg, bend the leg, bring it up close to your butt and wherever you're comfortable. If it's further away, that's okay. Underneath your foot. If you're having a hard time underneath your foot, grab a strap or a rope. You can help yourself. But go ahead and flex that foot and then all the way down. Exhale as you come up. And again, I want you to compare your right leg compared to your left. Start to assess what's going on. What's going on to your right and your left. This is how we create balance in the body. Exhale as you come up. Inhale on the release. And breathe. Good. Now just the toes. Go underneath the toes and just flex the toes back. Exhale on the stretch. Inhale on the release. Each time maybe trying to go a little bit further. If you're having trouble with one of the toes or your big toe, isolate that out. Just do the big toes. And breathe. You might want to do this barefoot. I have my toe socks on today so I can get each toe. Now what I want you to do is flex the toes back, then flex the whole foot back. Good. And breathe. Flex the toes, flex the foot. Recognize dorsiflexion on your right side compared to dorsiflexion on your left side. You should have the same amount of flexion, and you should be able to flex your ankle. Good. Then cross that guy over. Take your two thumbs, massage the bottom of your foot. Again, it's the best part of the day. If you find a little spot that hurts, go ahead and work in that spot. We get trigger points on our feet all the time. We want our feet to be able to move. And release it. Good. That completes the feet and the ankles. I hope you enjoyed it.